It's not normal.
You're basically living on French fries.
I want to eat other things, but I can't.
It's not healthy.
She drinks a case of cola every day. Are you kind of jonesing for one now?
And sometimes
I could just live on chocolate.
it's not even food.
That calms me down. It's kind to me.
This can't be kind or unkind. It's chalk.
Are their eating habits beyond their control?
Can you eat a piece of squash?
Which one's the squash?
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
It matters to you. That's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth?
Tank.
Let's do it. Go, Dr. Phil. All right. Now, most of us know a child who's a picky eater, but everyone grows out of that stage, right? You don't stay picky eaters forever. Well, wrong. Some people do. Because today we're going to meet grown-ups whose diets are so off the charts that some are featured on a new TV show called Freaky Eaters. Now, here's just a sample of the kind of diets I'm talking about. Only a plain, bland food diet, white cake, plain bagel, plain pasta. Next, for breakfast, dinner, and lunch, pizza. And only pizza every single meal. What about a guy who likes to eat raw, uncooked beef tips? Okay, next, you're going to meet a woman who drinks cola every day. Now, I mean a case of this stuff every single day. And last, a young lady who eats 6 or 7 packets of chalk every single day. Let's meet our first guest, Amber. All right, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good to meet you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, you think that you are genetically predisposed to crave what's on this plate.
Correct.
Correct? So what is it?
It is a plate of crinkle cut Ore-Ida French fries.
Okay, and you eat these every day?
Every day, pretty much.
So you're basically living on this?
I would say that, yeah.
Okay, let's see some of Amber's world of craving French fries all day, every day. Take a look.
Not sure what it is about fries that makes them so good, but I like the way they make me feel.
Amber eats French fries, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I will feel euphoric after eating fries.
A lot of the times fries will have a burnt end like this. That is definitely something that I cannot eat. So I will take that and pinch it off and stick it underneath the napkin.
I've been chastised. I've lost friends. They'll say stuff like, I can eat anything. And it's like, well, that's great, good for you. But I can't. I've tried therapists. I've tried doctors. They don't understand. I've tried everything that I know, but I don't know how to change it. People get upset because they think, well, then you must be doing this out of choice. And it's like, I would never do this out of choice. There are foods that I have sat down and have tried.
What happens?
I throw it up. I want to know why I'm like this. I want to find out.
Okay, so you've tried to eat other foods, but you just gag.
I want to eat other things. I've tried to eat other things. I'm not happy with this diet whatsoever, but I can't do it. It physically can't. Like what we saw on the video, if I try, I choke, I throw up.
Okay, you have a daughter.
I have a daughter.
Amber assumed her 7-year-old daughter, McCartney, had the same eating requirements, so she fed her little girl the same things that she would eat. Take a look.
These are really good.
They came out perfect.
McCartney treats foods a lot like how I treat them.
McCartney's a picky eater, as well as her mom.
She will gag.
I don't like to try new food because it's gonna be like stinky or gross.
I want to teach her that if there's something different about yourself and you're not like everyone, that it's okay to be who you are.
You think that there's something physically predisposing you to this, right?
Absolutely, because it's not a choice. I want to eat these other foods, and when I try hence the gag reflex. It's not something that I choose. I didn't just sit down one day and say, you know what, I'm going to eat fries and that's it.
What's the theory behind this?
I think that there is something going on with my taste buds maybe, because when I tried to eat a cucumber and it took over my whole throat, nose, mouth. It was like, you know, when you put like Vicks Vapor Rub under your nose and you can have that all-consuming reaction. So overwhelming.
Well, you've been to doctors, right?
I have been to doctors.
And what do they tell you?
Doctors refer me to therapists. Therapists refer me back to doctors. One will
But
say,
you hate hearing it's all in your head.
Absolutely. I mean, I want to eat it. You can't tell me that this is just a choice or that it's all in my head. It's not. That's not possible.
Yeah. Well, I asked Dr. Travis Stork from the Emmy Award-winning show, The Doctors, to be here today. So please welcome Dr. Stork. Now, you actually just completed an experiment where you ate everything that you detest, I mean, that you don't eat, unhealthy for you, because you're like Mr. Health, right?
Well, we called it Project Unhealthy, and what's interesting is you said you're genetically predisposed to eat fries. Well, in some ways we all are, because when I went on this Project Unhealthy, I started craving the salts and the added fats in French fries, and at that time when I let go of my desire to try to be healthy, I was reaching for fries every meal as well. And you have to make a conscious decision to eat other things, because the biggest issue I have as a physician is maybe not just what you're getting with the fries, but all the things that you're not getting that you need to sustain your body and your health.
Yeah, because this is crowding a lot of things out for you, right? Because you don't eat a lot of other stuff. This is your staple, you said, your main staple.
Only because I can physically eat it, not because I crave it necessarily.
Okay, and when did this start?
Around the age of 3.
And these are fries that are already fried, and you get them frozen, right?
Correct.
And then you fry them again.
Yes.
So these are like double fries.
Sure.
Okay. And what happens when you apply all of that heat to the grease and the fat that's in these, it turns to sugar. And sugar is highly, highly addictive. I mean, it is highly addictive. It's the other white powder. And there has got to be an anxiety component in this for you. And I would bet you dollars to French fries that if you went through an anti-anxiety program and introduced other foods, and introduced them first in thought, then in smell, then in sight, then in ingestion, that you could begin to introduce other foods to your diet. And there's a reason to do this. Young women that eat French fries on a regular basis, even 2 orders of French fries a week, are 27% more likely to have breast cancer than those who do not.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that these cause that, but there are a lot of associated things that go with it. There's obesity, there are changes in your cholesterol, there are a lot of things that can put you at risk, and you have a daughter.
Yeah, I mean, that's all obvious medical facts.
And you have a daughter that is conditioning into this, and you don't think that this is such a genetically predisposed condition that you've transmitted it genetically.
I don't think that, because we had genetic testing done, and my genetic test looked different than my daughter's did.
Well, what if this is learned, and what if she is picking it up based on what you're doing, and therefore she's going to be in the same situation you're in? If you could determine a way to introduce other foods into your diet by trying what I'm talking about, would you be interested in trying it?
I don't want to have a plate shoved in front of me and have somebody say, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. How far into this process does that come?
Okay, but that's not what I said. I didn't say I was going to shove a plate of broccoli at you.
That's what all the other experts have said. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand. They tell you this, you know, you get over it, eat something.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm going to make that experiment available to you if you want to do it. If you don't,
okay,
then keep eating your French fries.
Okay.
All right, fair enough?
Sure.
All right, next we're going to talk to a mom who refuses to eat what's under this dome. And it's something that's probably in your refrigerator right now.